So, did you do your homework? Remember in the class we talked about the introduction to food, introduction to finding satisfaction in the right places. So, we're going to continue with it. I wanted to make sure that everybody did their homework and think about what they're doing when they're eating, how they feel, why they're eating. Why is it that I picked up that cookie at 12 o'clock at night? Did I really need it? Okay, so if you're not aware of what we're talking about, go look for the introduction to food and watch that, take a little bit of time, and then come back to this class. So what we said was that if a person is involved in the desire for food, we're not talking about sustaining oneself. We're not talking about, oh, I'm hungry, I haven't eaten in 3 days, now I need to put something in my body or else I'm going to collapse. We're not talking about that. We're talking about a situation where a person says, I'm going to go to a restaurant for lunch. Where am I going to go? I can taste that shawarma. The French fries. Oh, I love it when they're so hot. Put some salt on them. Oh, yummy, right? That's the kind of tava we're talking about. That's the kind of desire we're talking about. If a person is involved in a desire for food, I want food, what are they really looking for? They're really looking for satisfaction. They want to feel good about themselves. They want to feel good. Am I going to feel good when I wake up in the morning and I roll over and I see my wife and I remember that we got into a fight and I said something wrong and I don't want to apologize? No, I'm not going to feel good like that. How am I going to feel good? The steak doesn't talk back to me. The omelets in the morning don't talk back to me. The cookies in the middle of the night don't talk back to me. Yes, now I feel good about myself. So if a person is steeped in that kind of desire, which, let's face it, basically we all are. So Rabbi Nachman says, "Biyadua shehu rachok me'emet." He's lying. This person who's stuck in looking for food to get what they want, that satisfaction, they're lying. Why are they lying? Where should we really get our satisfaction from? I mean, Hashem gave us people in this world. He gave us things for us to do. If we could plug in to the benefit that we get from our relationships with our spouses, children, parents, friends, if we can plug into the benefit that we get from Torah and mitzvos, from Parnasa, if we can plug into the benefit that we get for doing our tafkid in this world, what's better? What's more satisfying than that? If I can know that every moment that I'm involved in this world, I'm fixing the world, forget the cake. The cake is, what are you, crazy? I'm going to waste my time eating cake? No, I'm going to talk to my wife, because when I talk to my wife and I hear what's wrong with her, she feels better. That's real satisfaction. When I'm talking to my kids and I play with them and they feel, my Abba, my Ima, my mother, my father is really paying attention to me and loves me. I give them a hug and a kiss. That's satisfaction. Forget the French fries and the shawarma. Give me a break. Right? That's the true satisfaction. The problem is it's so hard to get there. So we run to food. So Rabbi Nachman says, "V'yadua shedinim shorim alav." A person who's steeped in the desire for food has dinim on them. They have things that Hashem wants to tell them that they're going in the wrong direction. Sometimes it's uncomfortable when Hashem tells us that. My boss tells me something, my wife tells me something, my kids tell me something. There's suddenly a traffic jam on my way to work. I was supposed to present something, and I'm going to be late for the meeting, and my boss has been waiting for the opportunity to tell me that I'm doing something wrong. Those are the kinds of things that are dinim. Those are things that put us in a box and tell us you have to behave in a certain way in order to go in the right direction. Not right for Hashem. That, of course, is right for Hashem, but I want to focus on this right for me. Okay? Hashem gives us boundaries, gvulot, dinim, so that we can go in the right direction. Gam zeh siman al dalut. It also means that I'm poor. How am I poor? I'm poor because I don't feel the richness that I have in my life. Gam yavod lidei bizyonot uvushot. I'm also going to have embarrassments and humiliations. I'm going to be in situations where somebody shows me that I'm not going in the right direction, and I'm going to say to myself, you know what? Forget it. I'm not going to pay attention to that. I'm going to go back and have that cake, that steak, that whatever it is that you enjoy. K'mo shekatuv, krum zulut livnei adam. So, so Rabbi Nachman here is telling us that we need to be careful about how we eat. We'll talk more about it, hopefully. The first thing we need to pay attention to is, why am I eating? Which we talked about before. Hopefully you identified a few different things. There are many reasons, right? But let's talk about one thing, one reason that I can identify where I'm not eating for the right reasons. And I'm going to pay attention to that, and I'm going to look, okay, where should I really be getting my satisfaction from? And let's talk about it more. Let's see what happens. Let's recognize that I'm lying to myself if I feel like I'm really going to be satisfied by this food. And if I really want to connect to the truth, I need to find where it is that I'm losing satisfaction in other ways, and I need to grab onto it. Mizrat Hashem, we'll talk more about it. Talk about what to eat, how to eat, when to eat, and hopefully we'll get a little bit closer to truth, to Emes, and to Hashem. All the best. B'atzlacha Rabbah.